The Hopeless Fan Podcast. We are back, all three of us, recording. Zack and Scotty did a terrific job while I was in Fort Recovery. I was a little hurt by some of the smack talk on my drive home, but we'll just not worry about that right now. How we doing, guys? Scotty, Zack, who wants to start? How we doing? How we feeling?
Playoff baseball is electric. I'll start, by the way. Have you guys seen any good movies lately? Or shows? TV shows?
We talk about Square and Sharp all the time. Is it Square of me to say I finished Squid Games?
It is Square. I haven't yet because I have to watch it with
Squid Game?
my fiance.
It's Squid Games.
It's Squid.
Oh,
no,
shit.
not
I
without
think it's Squid
games.
Game, singular.
Game singular. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
I have 3 episodes left. I just watched the episode after they did the marbles game.
Oh, okay.
I heard there's a big twist, and now I had it ruined for me, but I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok that ruined it for me too. But
That's a bummer.
I thought it was a great show, and it was like I was getting nervous while watching it, so that's why I was like, oh my god, I'm really on the edge.
Did you watch it with the English dub or without it?
Of course I did.
Yeah. People want to be woke and cultured so bad that they're like, well, the context is completely taken out with the English dub. If you let me push my glasses up. If you watch it with the Korean language and just read the subtitles, you get so much more of the actual context of the show. It's like, fuck off. I'll watch the English dub right now.
Shelby, do you remember that guy on TikTok who's like, he does that little thing where it changes his face, so he's like, all right, well, strap in because I'm about to tell you about like that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
So we take you to Minneapolis on Paul Blart's mall cop. Your loss.
Okay.
My friend.
Thursday night football. Tampa Bay 28, Philly 22. We all made money. Congrats to us. Clap it up.
Well, yeah.
Very good by us.
I need the Giants.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, well, so I put half of what I put, I put double what I put on the Eagles, so I would only be down
on the teaser.
Half total what I put on the Giants. You're right, exactly.
Why would you take the Giants so early if that line's going to move to 10?
No, baseball.
I live bet the Giants. Plus
That's a troll job.
My bad.
That's a troll job.
My bad. It's not going to move to 10.
It's really good. It's really good.
Go down to 9.
Daniel Jones
say take it now.
Daniel Jones might play.
Take it now.
All right.
Not Colt McCoy.
Boardwalk update last week. Here we go.
We don't have to talk about it.
Are we just a betting podcast now, guys?
I mean, pretty much. We're only going once a week, and it's after the Thursday night game.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not even starting recording till midnight after the Thursday night game. Dedicated.
That's
11:56.
Now, should we just be the Hopeless Fan?
It's almost midnight. Yeah, we might be Hopeless Fan Boardwalk, but we'll get into how we did last week, and then get into the picks for this week, and then maybe we'll talk about bringing back some segments if we can get Scotty and us, all three of us together right after the game. Or maybe at halftime. Start recording at halftime.
Let's do halftime. Unless it's a good game. Unless it's a really good game.
Right. Well, Scotty, here's my thing: is I'm worried about if you have a Thursday night game where you lose a bunch of money, you're not going to want to record.
I don't really bet a lot on Thursday night anymore. I save that shit for Sunday. I've actually been since the NFL started. I've been really, really smart. I have been. I haven't been degenerate as usual. Besides the Bears playing yourself.
That was one. All right, here we go. Last week I went 4-4. Scotty 3-5. Zack 2-5-1.
Zachy pushes.
Zachy pushes with Green Bay -3. Scotty, you want to talk about what went wrong, what went right for you, and maybe what you regret? Because I went 2-1 in our 3 crossfires.
Oh, what'd you have in our? Oh, the Bills.
I had Bills and Dallas.
Christ.
In our crossfires, you won the Bengals Packers under.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Which should have went to overtime, tied 25-25.
Lock of the week. The century needed that.
Oh, that was it. That was the LOTC.
1.5 before it moved to 2.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Just grind another week. You know what? I'm just happy. I'm not even in Boardwalk, but in general, I've had one losing week so far this year. And you just got to be in the green, and it'll come. I unlike our fantasy league where I'm 0-5, I believe that the Boardwalk picks will just start rolling.
Take my entire dick in your mouth last week.
Oh.
All right, so Scotty last Saturday basically
was probably
like,
lit because how sad you were after the Bengals
lost.
piece of
Oh
shit.
my god, that sucked. But Sunday, at least I watched my team lose.
You don't think I went limp dick
On
in my mouth?
On Sunday, Scotty said, I think we need to do a better job of recapping our boardwalk.
Yeah.
So Scotty just goes, not really boardwalk, but just I've only had one losing week.
Hey, you know what? You know what I meant by that? Was like, how about we
I
go
sent
after
I sent
one
you the
game?
picks that I...
You tell me we
What do
go
you
after
mean,
game
go
back.
after
I don't
one
remember. You think I got my boardwalk picks in front of me right now, Shelby? How prepared? Do you
Yeah,
think
literally,
I
sent a picture in the chat with all of our winners and losers from last week.
I thought that was just the boardwalk slate for this week. I haven't pulled it up yet.
I mean, if you would have just looked at it, you would have seen it wasn't. You could see it at the top. So you guys had a winner. You both had a winner in common. You had Tennessee minus 4.5.
Okay.
In hindsight,
What would I have done differently? San Francisco, that almost hit. That should have hit. Denver, I'm just a homer. Washington football team. Unfortunately, I should have bet that Heineke over hit again, didn't it? Was it?
Yeah.
It
wasn't even close. It hit by 12 points.
Yeah, we had it teased too. God, dude, Heineke overs, man. It's undefeated.
I would like to say this one thing though. Shelby was super confident with his lock. Or was it a bonus? I don't know.
No, it was his London bonus.
That was my Jets. Jets plus 3.
Yeah, and I lost money on that.
Bonus.
That was bonus. And he had that fire meme that we made. Fire meme.
Scotty made that.
Sure. That fire meme. So it made it so that it seemed like Shelby would put his fucking mortgage on the Jets, and they weren't even close.
Yep. Well, what do you mean? It was a 3-point game with 6 minutes left.
Not even close.
Okay.
Marlon clones.
Yeah.
close.
A lot of my picks
they lost by 7.
Oof.
So
that's. Here it is. Even if I give you 2.5, it's 9.5 point swing. From
what?
Shelby.
Were they plus 2.5?
They were plus 2.5.
Plus 2.5.
Well, I had them plus 3.
Plus 3
in my bonus.
So
7
4.
points.
4 point.
Yeah.
Which way we go? 4. I mean, that's.
Okay. You each had a common winner. Tennessee minus 4.5. Good hit with the Urban Meyer distracted.
That was the easiest wet win ever, honestly.
Yeah. So the sports.
Your
books
fingers
actually,
are wet. Win.
Your right hand. The sports books actually got absolutely killed in week 5.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. It was their first losing week of the NFL season. So Tennessee was a huge public play.
Really?
Here's to a first of many.
Yeah, Tennessee was the biggest payout of anything. I know Caesars said they had 91% of the spread was on Tennessee, which is the highest of any team this regular season, besides Tampa at New England.
Sometimes they say it pays to be sharp. What's the opposite? It pays to be dull.
I guess in this week it did because and then Green Bay they lost a fortune on because Sharps had Cincinnati plus 3.5 when it opened.
Yeah.
And then it got past the 3 all the way to 2.5 and doubled back on Green Bay minus 2.5. The public did. So public had Green Bay minus 2.5. Sharps had 3.5 Cincinnati. Both hit when Green Bay hits that field goal to win it.
They might put a hit out on Mason Crosby.
They could. Yeah. Or on Evan McPherson, because if McPherson hits that, the public loses everything on Green Bay.
Or on Burrow for throwing that bomb at halftime.
No kidding. We'll get to that. Like I said, I went 4-4. Scotty 3-5. Zack 2-5-1. Tennessee Jacksonville over easy hit even without Trevor Lawrence getting stopped at the 1 yard line for the second straight week on 4th and goal.
What a pussy.
Dallas minus 7. I think I got lucky with injuries there. Heineke over hit and Buffalo just ransacked. Yeah, my handicap for that game killed it. And then Zack Chargers. Did you see you were coming back from the Bengals game? Did you see how lucky you got with the Chargers cover?
I was following it on my phone because I came home to take it. I had a huge migraine after that game. Too much beer, not enough water.
Sounds like Zack.
And we were sitting an hour and a half sitting in the parking garage.
And that is one of the worst, not to sidetrack, but going to an NFL game when it's hot out and you drink.
We were in the shade, thankfully, because if we had not been, I would have been dead.
Yeah, but
hey, Shelby, remember the Broncos Bengals in Cincy where we got sunburned and got we got sunburned. Trevor Siemian had his best game ever, and
yeah.
Well, this game went in overtime. I have stories about this game that I can get to. A couple stories about
but
this game.
But it is the worst when 1 o'clock's done. You're kind of like hungover, migraine, and it's only 4 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you follow the Chargers game?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, so I saw how. I was Chargers all the way for that game, and because I don't believe in Baker and I don't believe in that defense aside from Myles Garrett, I feel the rest of that defense is entirely overrated. Shelby likes the Browns. I don't. I think
Zack just said today during the Bucks game, he was just like, the Browns aren't a good team. I'm like, yeah, they are.
I don't think that they're
number one seed, baby.
They're not going to get the number 1 seed. Well, I guess they could, but
if they sweep the Bengals.
Good luck. But anyway, you got stories?
Yeah. So this game, quick. I mean, I stopped dropping in the group chat. I had never been to a Packers away game before, so I was shocked that it seemed like it was maybe 60-40 Bengals, maybe could have gotten to 50-50. I was shocked at the number of Packers fans that were there. Like third downs, it was like third down for the Bengals. You could hear audibly throughout the stadium a chant like defense, dun, dun, defense. It was crazy. I'd never seen something like that, an opposing team having that kind of a presence at an NFL game.
Marche's like dope in person.
That halftime, or that right before the halftime, that fucking dot from Burrow was fucking absolute
like Burrow
stab to the
any other inch into that throw.
That's what I said. Burrow. When I first said it, I was like, Burrow put his whole dick into that throw. It did. He looked like he put every fucking ounce of knee brace he had into that.
That's how he actually blew out his throat from throwing that throw. That was my dad. The plus minus the first half total -2 was fucked on that. Go ahead, Shelby.
Yes, I have a question.
Yep.
What was the stadium like when Burrow's down after that big hit?
Everybody was like, well, there was only like 2 or 3 Bengals fans
by us.
Well,
I would say even Packers fans are like, oh no, like, they want the win.
So the whole when Burrow goes down on that hit, I sent it in the group chat. I was like, I waited because I knew that if I sent that to you, you guys were probably streaming it or who knows, even on NFL Live. I waited because I didn't want to spoil anything for you. Yeah. But I was like, I was worried for him because I love Joe Burrow. Burrow. I might be the biggest Burrow stan here. You have a sweatshirt on, but still, he's an Ohio State guy before you even knew he existed. So
I just don't like in the Jacksonville game he was he was mic'd up and said, "Put the ball in my hands, it's over." And he had about 3 chances. So, and, we took an L. How about that?
You're not there.
Well,
so
Nick Pearson took an L. Are we ready to talk about it?
Yeah, a lot of people took an L in that game. So let me get through my stories here, and then you guys can talk about it.
You fucking celebrated. All right.
All the drama of the game aside, we get to the parking garage. We parked at the Inquirer building.
I'm familiar.
So we get in there, and the line to get in the elevator is like, because everybody stayed. It's a sold out game. Everybody stayed for the whole game. So everybody's trying to get to their cars at the same time.
Yeah.
The line through the elevator is out the ass. So I go out through Dad goes up the stairs. I'm not going up. We parked on the 8th floor.
Side note: how much you pay to get in the Inquirer lot?
$30.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Well, how much did my dad pay to get in the Inquirer lot?
Oh yeah.
In his Tesla. So Dad goes up.
You guys had cheap seats.
He had to
$90.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
More on the Tesla later.
That's like a lunch for your dad.
It's fine. Well, not for me. I had to pay for my ticket. Dad didn't pay for my ticket.
Dad didn't pay for the ticket?
No.
Wow.
He paid for parking and for all the food. But
that's a lot.
Anyway,
that's a lot of food.
He goes up the stairs. I'm not gonna go up the stairs because I still need to get my knee checked out. I don't know what's going on with my knee. Plus, I'm fat as fuck. So, Dad goes up the stairs. I go outside. I actually sneak in through the my knee. So I go in through the parking garage entrance and I walk up the ramp, and then I go in the back door into that the fucking elevator lobby.
Yeah.
Just cut in front of fucking everybody. And then I wait. I stand there and wait. Because I'm like assessing the situation, seeing what's going on.
As I stare at my phone and take a hit out of my vape, I wait for my dad as the elevator opens. Sorry, I want to narrate this.
I am never going to get through this story. So I'm standing there. There's an elevator that's open. There's like one little spot like right in the front. And a lot of these people here just want to ride the elevator with whoever they're there with. So there's not a lot of people who one person just wants to get on the elevator. And the doors are closing as I see one spot for one person. So I go, well, who's it harming if I just sneak into that one spot? So I slide into that one spot. And this guy in the lobby in there, he's like, that move's got big balls. and I'm like, I don't know if he's talking about me, because there's 3 elevators in there. I don't know if he's talking about me or some other shit. And then he just keeps talking shit.
I realized my balls were out.
He's just talking shit, and then the doors are about to close, and I'm just like standing there ignoring him, and he hits the button to open the doors again.
Oh no!
And he's like, "Hey, you asshole! Like, you fucking cocksucker! Like, blah, blah, blah." And then I just ignoring him.
Drunk?
Probably Cincinnati
before
fan.
the game.
Fuck up.
What a legend!
This is after the game. We were trying to. Yeah.
He's probably pissed.
Yeah, that
Were
because
you
they
wearing
lost.
were you wearing a Packers?
Pissed.
Anything Packers?
I was wearing a Milwaukee Bucks shirt.
Oh, you're fucked.
Oh my
Of course he
god!
The only Packers stuff
What
I
a
have.
douchebag.
Listen. The only Packers article of clothing that I have was stolen by my former roommate. So, so
That was weird.
Some guy behind me was like, "Listen, douche. If you just let the elevator doors close, we can get this elevator moving faster." And I'm like, "Thanks, man. Don't let him kill me." So the door, he finally lets the door shut, and I go up, and then we sit in our cars for an hour and a half. So the guy was bitching about nothing.
Were you guys plugged in and charged fully so you could?
Oh yeah. It was
God.
plenty of range.
How did how do you know he had to sit in traffic?
Baltimore's schedule.
Maybe just walked home.
Why would he be in the elevator lobby
I don't
waiting
know,
to get
man.
up to his
Lot
car?
Jumping
of
off the top
smells.
of the Inquirer building.
Yeah.
Baltimore's schedule is like weird, but like frisky down. It'll get interesting down the stretch.
Got to play the Rams still.
So it's week 12 this is week 12 at the end. It goes Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Green Bay, Cincy, Rams, Pittsburgh. I don't know. I just think that's
Tough.
that's weird.
They could drop all of those games.
Well, you get 5 division games in your last 7 weeks.
You got to rack up as many before you get to week 12. You got to rack up as many as you can before you get to wins.
Yeah.
Before you get to week 12.
Ravens are at home against the Bengals next Sunday. I don't want to watch.
Hey, if I listen,
don't want to watch.
Hey, listen. If he had to watch the Broncos get slaughtered by the Ravens, then you have to watch.
Watch out,
I don't
buddy.
have to do shit.
Cheap hit away from fucking winning and covering.
Scrambled Teddy's brains and made him lose another game.
Thank you.
No class.
Took 1.5 losses
class.
against the Ravens.
Zero class.
Yeah, how was
class.
tying the record, John Harbaugh?
Yeah.
Forever go down in the record books.
Did you see
as
Mike
1B.
Kliss's tweet, Shelby? After they didn't hit that record.
No, what'd he say? I love that fucking
Yeah,
guy.
dude, it was funny. He's just like, after all that, the Ravens end. They need 62 yards in overtime. He's like, after all that, they don't hit it. Long live Franco Harris and whatever the other dudes.
Oh, no. Long live Franco Harris.
Ravens got the win. Ravens win.
Yeah, I'm happy about
and
that. I'm fucking very happy about
me
that.
too.
No, you're not.
Me too. Because Scotty and I hit on big. Okay. This week's Boardwalk. Let's get into the games.
I hit big too.
Well, yeah, we each, all of us.
I mean,
all
you
of
and
us.
me hit
middle.
big. I don't know
Yeah.
about Scotty.
He did.
I did.
Okay, I mean, I don't know
big.
about it, so all I know is that you and I hit, and that's really all that matters.
All right, I am 21-19. Scotty is 18-22. Zach 15-24.
Zach, are you saying you don't care about my
1.
shit? I have to straighten this out.
Well, you just ignored me all day Sunday, so I really don't care.
And you were at the game. What do you want me to do? What do you mean?
You just nobody. Well, I mean,
How did I ignore
we get
you?
into, it was a similar. Here we go. So we get into a similar situation of what happened when I went up to the concert on that one game where I kept.
Week 2.
Yeah, I kept posting in the group chat. Everyone was ignoring me. Then I started texting Shelby. Shelby responded. So
did you
there
text
was
me?
that, and then
Did
we
you
had.
text me?
Well, you wouldn't have responded. You never respond to my text even when there's not football going on. So why would I
so
text
you didn't.
There's no so you didn't
No, you
because
didn't
you
text
never
me.
respond to my text anyway.
Oh, that's not true. I respond to your text when it's not just a link
true.
to fucking TikTok. I watch
Shelby responds to the TikToks too. Well, I wouldn't know because you never respond. So again, it happened.
TikToks I've already liked. I'm like, oh,
because we're on the same wavelength, buddy.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Weird.
You want to hit the bathroom real quick? All right, let's get in a Boardwalk.
To be fair, I didn't check my phone at all.
Neither did I. My phone was like.
I was very courteous about spoilers for that game. I waited like 2-3 minutes.
I didn't worry about spoilers.
Okay.
I just didn't want to talk about the game because I was just like nervous during it, and then like we had like 4 other things at 1 o'clock that were like so stress-inducing. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. That Panthers game pissed me off.
Well, yeah, that pissed Scotty off, and then I had like New England just to win, and they were down double digits in the first half, and then Minnesota just couldn't knock-out punch the line. Everything was just like. It was in such dramatic waves where everything was going wrong at one point, then it all goes right, and then I just did not want to check Twitter when like Burrow was getting sacked and hit, and I was just like, fuck.
I didn't look at my phone at all, except because the Broncos game was the only thing I was checking on Twitter after I turned it off.
Yeah, because we had the Bengals on CBS, so spoilers weren't a thing, you know. All right, let's get into these games. First game, Zach, you can start it off. The Chargers are 3-point dogs in Baltimore. The total's 53. What you got?
Yeah, I like the under 53 here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take the under 53. I think the Ravens are going to try to... there's some sort of delusion with the Ravens here where it's like we're a run... They still have these remnants of run-first team.
They shouldn't be.
They shouldn't because Lamar can throw. It's been established Lamar can throw.
And the running backs are just awful.
Yeah.
That aren't Lamar.
You said it perfect. Crusty old veterans.
Crusty old veterans.
Perfect
they're
description.
Just not running the ball well.
But they're still going to try, at least in the first half, and then they'll go down by 10 points, 13 points, 20 points, whatever it is.
To be fair, Latavius Murray's probably the best of them, and he had a few good runs after catch. But it's after catch.
This is catch. This is
open
pass
field,
game. Yeah. So, you have your sort of your in routes, those great Madden throws where it's that hook right in. You have your out, your check downs, good stuff. It's gonna be like 17 to 10 at halftime, and then we'll see what happens second half. But I don't know. I like under 53 here.
Okay, Scotty.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like Baltimore only because, what's his name? Brandon Staley is a product of Vic Fangio, who just lost with the same defensive scheme kind of the Rams had when they got killed by Lamar Jackson. But actually, I'm going to take the Chargers +3. I think they're rolling right now as the Giants just send one home in the top of the 9th. The Chargers are rolling right now. I think Baltimore is coming off.
Wait. Giants send one home?
Sorry, the Dodgers send one home.
Do you mean the Dodgers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's cool. One out, runners on the corners. I think it was Bellinger. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think the Chargers, again, I'll say it for the fucking, 4th time, are rolling. Baltimore just came off a couple stressful wins. If you don't count Denver.
A couple.
I mean, they've had to grind out wins all year. I think +3 right now is generous to give the Chargers. Even away.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's cool. I just like the Chargers here. I just do.
My first reaction was over, just because the Chargers can't stop the run, and the Ravens do run the ball. If those crusty running backs were to have success, it'd be on the ground against the Chargers team, who's last in the league.
Can I say one thing real quick, Shelby?
What? Yeah.
Is that Ben Cleveland is now out. Tyree Phillips still not back. Connie Stanley's still not back. There's shuffling going on with this offensive line. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't give any faith to the run game here.
I just don't
I was going to say, and the Ravens are getting hurt in the secondary by passing offenses. And, I mean, Herbert's just having a great year, but I'm going to take +3 with Scotty. Just from what you see from Herbert right now, and Staley's like the leading candidate for Coach of the Year. Herbert's in the MVP conversation. Yeah. They have all the momentum, and like Scotty said, the Ravens they've got to be kind of like stressed out.
This is the only reason I didn't take Chargers +3.5 is because
just 3.
Chargers +3 is because 1A, the Ravens. They are just finding ways to win games right now at this point in the season. Yeah. And that's great for me as a fan, But also, looking at the analytics side of it, it's just like I don't know. I just felt more comfortable with the 53.5. But we will return to this game with my lock of the week of the century.
Zach under 53.
You kind of look at before we
Scotty
move on.
Before
we move on, you kind of look at the teams that Ravens have played. The offenses have been like what? Jared Goff, Teddy Bridgewater hurt, and then Drew Lock, and then last week Wentz, who had a hell of a game, but against a defense that's so depleted.
Patrick Mahomes,
that's true. But Patrick Mahomes also put up 35, and that was a miraculous win by Baltimore. I'll give it that at home in primetime.
28 because the Chiefs got a pick 6.
Okay. But I'm saying against a depleted secondary and a depleted defense, it seems like the Chargers +3 here is the play. But anyway.
The depletion that they had against Kansas City is the same depletion that they have against Chargers. Mm-hmm. They haven't had any significant defensive injuries between Chiefs and Chargers. All the injuries have been on the offensive line.
Right. But you're bound to drop one of those. Plus, if the Chiefs were +3 in that game, they hit. So
you have to think for this game. Nick Boyle might be back. Bateman might make a start.
Hollywood on his Madden stream said Bateman's active this week.
Yeah, he's active. Who knows what kind of touches he gets? But you still have to think about him being active, and then also you have to think about Boyle being back as well.
A backup tight end.
Maybe. Well, he's.
Just for fun, everyone. I love the Lamar running back talk when he couldn't throw, and just for fun, I went back and that first game when he started was against the Bengals in 2018. Bengals were up 11 or something. Ravens came back, and it's it's night and day how different. He looks just throwing the ball.
Oh, for sure.
That game, he ran so much. And
that O-line was better.
Gus Edwards murdered us that game.
Yeah. Well, that O-line was better too.
All right, we go to Soldier Field where the Packers are -4.5 against Justin Fields, and the Bears 44.5 is the total. Scotty.
Divisional game. I'm taking the under.
Nice.
I don't think Justin Fields throws for a lot of yards, even in his starts recently. It's just been. Just kind of chalk with him. He won against the Raiders, but I think that even if Green Bay puts up a lot of points, I don't see Justin Fields being able to score a ton. I mean, against the Lions, against the Raiders, he scored his offense below 20. In all 3 of his starts, he scored below 20 points. Or all 2 of his starts. No, it's been 3.
They had 24 against the Lions.
Okay. Well, thanks for just rubbing your dick on the table. But you get what I'm saying.
I get what you said. Oh, well, okay.
Under 44.
I do. Okay. Zach?
Yeah, I'm taking Packers -4.5. I look for Aaron Rodgers to come out and exercise his demons in this game against the Bears. When we were walking down those winding concrete ramps down from the top of the bowels of Paul Brown Stadium, Packers fans were they're so polite to Bengals fans in that the chants that I was hearing down these ramps was
that long ass walk. Yeah.
The Bears still suck. Bears still suck.
Okay.
Bears still suck. They weren't even rubbing it into Bengals fans with the Go Pack Go. They were just chanting Bears still suck.
That they wouldn't.
They hate the Packers are playing fucking Cincinnati Bengals and they just won the game, and instead of some pro Packers chant, they're chanting about a divisional rival. Which is astounding to me. I was the hatred. I never understood the hatred that runs so deep between the Packers and the Bears. And I think Aaron Rodgers really just lights the fuck up here with -4.5.
Yeah.
I'd take it -9.5.
Wow.
I love the Packers.
You looking alternative spread?
If our book offered it, I'd take it.
Wow. Okay. I'm also taking Green Bay -4.5. It's just something, and I've listened to some Chicago stuff this week, and it's they said about the Packers fans going there just take over that stadium sometimes.
Much easier drive.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Tickets are more expensive though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, this seems just like a game where the Packers, when usually you have a divisional game, like when the Steelers played the Bengals, it meant more to the Bengals because they're always little brother, trying to beat up big brother. But for the Packers, it's they're up for this somehow, so it's a reverse suddenly. But the Packers seemingly cover, I think, 6 straight with Aaron Rodgers against the Bears, and Justin Fields did not look good. 26.4 QBR against the Raiders. So whatever scheme they came up with against the Lions, Where he wasn't really that great anyway. 209 yards,
Fields
11
just
for 17.
handed the ball off to Herbert all game. Basically what it was on offense.
Right, and now Damian Williams is on COVID IR, running back for the Bears, so it's just Herbert. Green Bay's defense still a bunch of nagging injuries, but I don't think the Bears defense, can slow down Aaron Rodgers like they
Not
did.
their secondary.
Like they did Derek Carr. And like I said, Jared Goff, too, moved the ball at ease against the Bears defense and just they lionsed all over the place in the red zone. So I'm taking it back.
Yeah, I look for a similar outcome as you saw with the Rams versus Bears here.
This game is a weird spread. Minnesota laying 1.5 on the road in Carolina. Totals 45.5. Zach.
Oh, you go to me first. Well,
Want me to go to Scotty?
I'll
No,
go
it's
first.
fine.
I love this game.
Nope, that's fine. I will take the over 45.5. Most of the work is going to be done by Carolina here, I think, with some maybe garbage time by Minnesota. I love Carolina in this game.
So it's Carolina or the over?
I'm taking the over.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
get back to Carolina with later.
Scotty.
I'm gonna take Carolina. I'm gonna take the home dog, Carolina plus 1.5.
I also have
line,
Carolina.
Yeah, money line, if you will. I mean Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota's that good. I think Carolina showed in the first 3 games that they're better than Carolina is as far as like. You look at the first 3 games, that's how I'm judging, especially if Christian McCaffrey comes back. Look at the first 3 games for Carolina versus the first 3 games for Minnesota. I know Minnesota, played a tight games against and this is what makes it kind of a rat line. But, Minnesota played tight games against the Bengals, Cardinals, and who'd they lose week 3? Shelby.
They beat Seattle.
Oh, in week 3. Okay. So,
Yeah.
that's right. But I still think Carolina's better. I think they're bound for a bounce back game too.
I'm switching my pick. I'm taking Minnesota.
All right, cool.
For a crossfire against Scotty.
You don't have to
McCaffrey
do that.
hamstring
You
didn't
don't
practice
you
today.
just don't have to.
I want to. I mean, if you want to bring up like the first 3 games thing, it's like the Panthers held on to beat the Jets by 5. They beat Davis Mills in 2 of their 3 games. Then they whipped the Saints, who are a roller coaster week by week. And
Saints also beat
Minnesota's.
Green Bay.
Okay, well, what's Green Bay done since then? They've been flat in 1 game.
They've only won every game since.
I know, so they were flat 1 game. I think if you play that game right now, Green Bay's still favored more than Saints. But now you're connecting dots of teams that other teams have beaten instead of just the clear results where they beat Davis Mills and Zach Wilson, and then when they played a good offense, they lose to Dak Prescott and they lose to Jalen Hurts. Somehow they lose that game. Darnold, my biggest thing here is if McCaffrey doesn't play, Darnold's been turning back into the old Sam Darnold without McCaffrey in the game. And with Minnesota, if you look at their first 3 games, if we're doing that, they're a Greg Joseph missed chippy away from beating Arizona and then beating Seattle back to back.
I love.
Am I allowed to be switch my pick based on if McCaffrey plays or not? Like Minnesota, if McCaffrey doesn't play.
That's why I
Can I
stayed
do
away
that?
from the spread on that part. But I will say, I love that you guys are having such an impassioned argument over the most boring game on this board.
Sorry, Zach.
I'm just saying. It's just weird that you guys would be this passionate about the least exciting game on the board.
All right, let's move on. Dallas, minus 3.5 at New England. Total's 51.
Scotty.
Nice.
I'm riding with my NFC favorite team, Dallas, minus 3.5 against New England.
I'll just
I think
real
Belichick's
quick,
not that
just
good.
tack right on to the minus 3.5 for Dallas. There, that's my pick.
I think everyone overplays Belichick, and I think that we're at that point now after we've seen what Brady's done without him. I always thought it was the coach. I always thought he'll scheme up something, and yeah, some weeks he schemes up something to cover, but he's not been to the playoffs. The Patriots aren't going to the playoffs this year, and granted.
Yeah.
I don't think Belichick is as good as everyone makes him out to be. He's a great defensive-minded coach, but I think Dallas is by far the superior team all across the board. I'll take.
There's a reason
Dallas
it
minus
didn't work
3.5
out in
home.
Cleveland.
Yep,
I'll take New England.
do it.
Plus 3.5.
And we won't
Crossfire
pull
that.
you out of this bad pick this time.
Crossfire with Zach.
Yeah.
Well, hang on.
Well, I got 1 crossfire with Scotty and 1 with you.
I'd prefer you just have them all with Scotty,
Why? I had 3 with him last
so
week.
that I don't lose any.
What? Well, if you don't like the pick, then back out of it.
Well, no, it's not that I don't like the pick. It's just like, it's the reason that Belichick won all those games is the evil empire always wins.
I'm going to crossfire you on this.
Let me just say that this one gets an asterisk.
Why?
In that I didn't want it.
What's it matter if you won it or not? It's your turn in the order. I mean,
right, yeah, I know. I picked the -3.5. I didn't pick the crossfire.
Shelby, you should go
but
first.
Scotty
next
took
time.
it too.
Shelby, you should go first.
All right, I'm gonna take the under 51.
Oh,
so you have
no.
to crossfire him.
That's okay. Shelby,
I'm
you
just
need
kidding.
a
I'll take the -. I'll take the crossfire.
Okay.
Shelby gave me the look where he's gonna.
I don't care. You can. I crossed it out.
Your look when you were crossing it out says otherwise.
Hey, to be fair, Shelby should take the.
It'll make Shelby feel better.
The first picks the next two. Because me and Zack
Just
did the first.
just real quick, Scotty. I'm just trying to get a real quick gaslight in on Shelby. I will just go ahead.
Sure.
I will take. I'll go first the next couple times.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, what does that matter? Why does that deter you from
We'll
your pick or not?
go
That's true.
Dallas
That's true. I don't know
-3.5.
why-
Whatever you want, go ahead.
I feel like you haven't.
Whatever Shelby wants. This is Shelby's show. It's Shelby's turn. Go ahead, buddy. Whatever you need
When's it Shelby's turn?
to make you feel better. Whatever you need, okay?
Zach gaslighting me into just.
Damn, it's all on Shelby now. I'm convinced. Zack just convinced me. It's Shelby.
All right,
you
Arizona,
fucked everything
Cleveland.
up.
Cleveland, a 3-point favorite. Totals 49.5.
Can I go first?
I'm going first because Scotty made me under 49.5.
Oh, crossfire over.
Awesome.
Ooh, I don't have to touch any of this.
It's gonna be some weather in Cleveland this week.
I don't touch any of this. Zona +3.5. Cleveland are fraud. Zona's
3.
good. This
I
said 3.5 here.
No.
Is there going to be weather? Fuck.
I have
should've
3.5
went there. I knew
written
that
down
too.
here.
I look at the picture I sent today.
I will look
Arizona
at
plus
what
3.
the line is now.
Now it's 3.5.
So I'm gonna take 3.5.
Okay, you got it.
I will get it. I mean, honestly, you could give me 3 if you wanted to because I'd take their money line
You
here.
got 3.5.
Lock of the week of the century.
Hey, wait a
the
minute.
very first pick was a fade over Cleveland, so I don't care.
I'm off the over.
Cleveland's
I'm
bad.
off the over. I'm
Okay.
off the over. I want to
What are-
crossfire
what are
Zack
you?
here.
Cleveland minus 3.5.
He gets -3.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
This is just. I don't like this. I don't like the direction we're going in.
No, you can have 3.5.
All right.
That's fine. They have to win by more.
Oh, I already crossed out 3 and put 3.5.
All right, 3.5
I like
it
Cleveland
is.
here. In a rainy
All right.
game in Cleveland, they're gonna run the
Exactly.
ball
I would
down our
love
throats.
Cleveland too.
Mm-mm.
Rainy game. Kyler Murray's got a shoulder thing now.
Arizona has
Yeah.
running backs for days. I'm not worried about a rainy game.
Arizona's all Lightning McQueen speed, and that rain not gonna happen.
Doesn't matter. They've
Yeah.
got they've got a goal line
Slips
guy
all over the place.
who is a former
Little rascal in that-
who is a former division rival. Their goal line guy is
JC.
used to playing the Browns. Don't see a problem here.
All right, Sunday Night Football, Seattle plus 5.5.
Fucking cancer boy from Pittsburgh. What's his name?
James Conner.
Conner.
Yeah, sure.
Pittsburgh
Yeah.
minus
You're gonna get us
5.5.
canceled by no one who listens.
Totals 42. I'm taking Seattle plus 5.5.
I like that pick. I'm
I
taking
love
the under
you.
42.
Ah. Crossfire. Take it over 42.
Okay.
Is there weather?
There's always weather.
What's the weather in Pittsburgh? weather, whether you
always
like it or
weather.
not.
Weather's happening 24/7, my boy.
Let's look at Pittsburgh real
There's
quick.
always weather.
It's in Pittsburgh,
Me,
right?
boyo.
Me boy.
Oh, there's always
All
weather,
right,
me, boyo.
Pittsburgh. Do you think they have the equivalent of Jamie Jurosic there? It's clear. We're clear. 60 degrees, but we're clear. So yeah, I like the over 42. Easy.
Okay, we
Easy
go into
money.
bonuses. Zach.
My bonus, and it's going to be fading the public here. I'm sure a lot of people are on Denver because of recent events.
Oh, you're a dick.
So I'm taking Vegas plus 3.5. Vegas, I'm on their over win total, which looked great until
Did you bet it?
Vegas's win total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
6.5.
Yeah.
Right. Same
Something
as Bengals.
Something like that.
Yeah.
What? It was 6.5?
Yes.
It was low as shit.
Deal
Wild.
right now.
I know,
Holy
right?
shit.
I know. So I think that in this game, Teddy.
Watch them win 2 games all year.
Right. I know. Just that would be such
Vegas was sitting on that
a.
John.
I
Gruden.
took. Well, Shelby and I took the win the division.
I didn't.
So, somebody took it twice in our book. It wasn't me.
No.
I got
It was
drunk
only
and took
taken
it
once.
again.
Okay,
I
we
promise
can
you.
review.
It was you.
Well, okay. I know I did. I know I took it once.
Oh yeah, and that's the only thing that's on the book. I promise you.
Okay, and maybe there's another double bet in there for something.
Yeah.
Maybe you took. Did you take their over?
No.
Okay.
All right, just keep going.
In any case, yeah.
Why do you like
I think I like this bet because Derek Carr had that impassioned speech. Love the sinner, hate the sin.
Derek Duke Carr?
Yep.
You mean?
I mean,
you said that that was David Carr's middle name.
no. Do you know who David Duke is?
Yeah,
Shelby?
he's the leader of the Ku Klux Klan.
Somebody hasn't seen Black Klansman. Canceled.
Okay. I was just saying it wasn't Derek. Okay. Well, all right. Sorry.
Okay. So So
There was talk of a bonus.
I mean, they both have the middle name, right?
right. So plus 3.5.
He's from the family.
Vegas, I think, is a all around just their.
Is that real though?
Their defense, I feel, is good. Their offense is better than. I would be comfortable with their money line here, plus 3.5.
Okay, Scotty, you got a bonus?
You just got a bonus at Crossfire.
Derek Carr's actual middle name is Dallas. What a fucking loser.
That has nothing
Dallas
to do
minus
with your
3.5 is a fucking lock, or it's in great danger. I can't tell. Bonus. We're going across the pond again.
Damn it! Don't make me do this.
Miami minus 3 in a fucking fake home game for Jacksonville.
Crossfire.
Oh, good. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Good, because everyone's on Jacksonville. I will never be on Urban. Being on Urban Meyer's side right now, his players are literally fucking laughing at him. That is the most fucking clown activity I've ever seen. Hell no, give me Miami, especially with Brian Flores. Greater
Jacoby
sign.
still playing?
Tua might, yeah, it's close.
They don't even like him though.
They have a better overall team in every aspect than the Jaguars, besides maybe running back.
Woof. They don't have better linebackers.
Myles Gaskin's underrated.
I said besides maybe running back, but oh yeah.
I'm talking about linebackers. I feel like the linebackers, as much as I hate fucking what's his name,
And quarterback.
I'm not convinced of Trevor Lawrence yet.
You think Trevor Lawrence gets his first dub across the pond?
He's never had a win on American soil.
All right, that was my bonus was Jacksonville plus 3. So Crossfire was Scotty here. Crossfire, what like? I'm thinking of the word for like party, like Crossfire
Fiesta.
Yeah, or then maybe something like that. Yeah, we have 1, 2,
Double
3,
Fs.
4. We
Fire
have 5
Fiesta.
Crossfire.
Mania.
In Fuego.
Mania.
Yeah.
Crossfire Mania.
Crossfire
You like
Palooza.
that? It doesn't sound
That's
it.
what I was looking for.
Palooza.
Crossfire Palooza.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Scotty, go
Thank
fuck
you.
yourself.
Fuck me then. Yes.
All right, Jacksonville plus 3 on
will
bonus.
do.
My lock, Houston plus
I
10.
mean, I could bring Bridges back up again if you'd like.
Houston plus 10, my lock.
You're Houston plus 10. You're
You're
locked.
such
Lock.
a loser.
Is it? Was it?
Houston plus 10 is my luck. What a fucking loser pick.
What the fuck?
Explain.
It just seems like
I
such
was
a
like, now you're gonna ask for
lame-
facts and figures.
It just seems like such a lame, boring game to bet.
Go on.
Houston plus 10. Like, why? Tell me why.
Okay, because everyone's
tell me
gonna
why.
overreact to Indianapolis almost beating Baltimore, and now they're on a short week at home and think, okay, at least we can lay over and crush this Texans team. And
I don't
Davis
think
Mills
they're thinking
actually
like that. They're
looked
1-4.
Plus 10 is minus 113.
Ooh,
How about
shit.
that? All right. Fuck you. All right. What game, Scotty? What game since you bring up like everyone's bringing up how boring the
Let's crucify this motherfucker.
We're sending another boring game over to London that Scotty wants to jump on. He wants to bet on Brian Flores. All right, go ahead. What's your lock, buddy?
We're staying across the pond here. No, Crossfire with this. No, I'm just kidding. We're not crossfiring the Colts.
Do it. Do it. You don't have this. If you had an ounce of gall, you'd do it.
Gallstones.
I have something else written down. What do you want me to do? Cross it
The
out?
Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
My lock of the week.
Scotty,
is
you
gonna
can't
be the-
bet on the Falcons. They have a bye week.
I'm putting Denver.
I
in
take
my
the bye
lock of
week
the
plus
again.
6.
What are you saying?
I'm putting the Denver game in my lock of the week again. I'm not putting the spread. I'm putting the under 44. I mean, the Broncos have...
Oh, yeah, mine was boring. Every Broncos game's fucking boring.
Oh, dude, it's the worst. I hate watching Broncos games. They're so shitty, bro. They're the fucking worst.
We were so hyped for Baltimore-Denver. It was an absolute fucking...
snooze fest.
Coat rack.
Dude, it's so garbage. Yeah, dude. Denver games suck. If I wasn't a fan, I literally would not watch them. Would not bet on them. But I know that I have to because I'm a fucking fan and I know them better than anyone, and it's not hitting the over, so it's the under 44. Unless the Broncos surprise me, in which case I'll be happy either way. So that's my lock.
I like the pick. All right, Zach, lock.
All right, I waited on this game to get a different spread than what you wrote down earlier today because the line changed. Carolina +2. Because if I could get Carolina +1.5, that's one thing, but Carolina +2, that's better. So that's my lock. I loved Carolina, but I was like, let me just hold off on this because I can get a better line. We'll take the pick that I took. What did I take? The over?
Yeah.
Yeah, over 45.5. Now I'm going to take them +2. That's my lock. I love Carolina money line here, so +2, that's just funny. So, Carolina +2.
Yeah.
That's what it is right now.
Seems like cheating, but okay.
I should get Carolina +2 then.
All right.
In my pick.
Nope.
If Zack gets it, I should get it, right? I mean,
well, this is different. This is outside of Boardwalk. This was
my
lock and
God.
bonus. So,
okay.
let's go into tease and thank you. Shelby, tease and thank
Scotty,
you.
you get Carolina +2. I get Minnesota -2. Credit to me.
I'm going to change my lock.
All right. Still
A half
crossfire
point
between me
under
and
3.
I know,
Well, we know how
that really
important
doesn't
2
matter.
is.
No.
2 and -1
Only
is.
that's
because
why
the
I'm
first half
pushing it
spread.
because it's not much of a difference.
It's really not that much of a difference.
It mattered in the Bengals-Packers game.
In the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's why Zack's saying
Yeah.
that,
Calm down. You're proving
This
my
isn't
point.
the first half bet.
The lines matter,
Zack,
regardless
hundreds of spreads are taken
game.
every week,
Yes.
not just the ones that affect you. And that doesn't happen very often.
Scotty's party parlay.
You
needs
just
a
don't
win.
get it, do you?
Scotty's party parlay needs a win. It's 0-5.
Yeah, but can you blame me? It's like
I mean,
8 picks
he's
a
got
week.
all season. He's got all season to hit one.
I feel
It actually came close.
it came
the other
very
day.
close. Only thing that missed last week out
The-
of
the
8 picks were the
Panthers.
Panthers -4, and then I had the Raiders to win. But because the Raiders were a 4:00 game, I would have just thrown
Hedged.
a lot of money
Guap at Chicago.
at the spread
Yeah.
for Chicago. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Party parlay. Let's hear it.
All right, so the Dolphins to win. Game
Okay.
one.
-155.
Yeah, Colts, Texans, under 42.5. By the way,
Well, you got under 43.5 right now.
Hang on. Colts, Texans.
it
What
doesn't
is
matter. 42 is a key
Under
number.
43.5.
42 is the key number. Dolphins,
So 43.
42.5. Texans at Colts. By the way, the odds for this parlay is plus 10,000.
Oh my god.
Shelby, imagine if it hits. Shut up.
All right.
Green Bay to win against the Bears.
Love it.
Right? Over 55.5. Heineke overs. Chiefs at Washington.
You can get over 54.5.
There you go.
So we've got.
Oh, and
2
55
points
is a
better
key
than
number.
what's- Very key.
So there you go. Take the 54.5.
Okay.
Chargers +3 at Baltimore. Lions
Love it.
+3.5 against the Cincinnati at home.
Hate it.
Love it.
I took this in Boardwalk, and now I hate myself.
I just
Cardinals
love Chargers
+3
+3.
at Browns.
Love it.
And then my lock of the week, under for the Raiders at
You can get that +3.5 now. That's +3.5
Well,
now.
Yeah, but we can't get Chargers +3. It's 2.5 now. All right. So after
Is it?
Arizona,
Really?
I'm on it right now. I'm on it. On the online book. And then you have the under in the
Oh,
Broncos.
this is the online book. Lawrenceburg.
You gonna go to Lawrenceburg to bet this?
I mean, I could have had you bet it if you had told me you were going to Lawrenceburg. Bro.
That's your fault, Shelby.
All right, what do we have
before
after
we
Zona?
+3. I have +3.
+3.
It was -120 when I took it too.
All right, +2.5. Okay, what's after Zona?
Under in the
Under
Broncos.
44 Broncos.
Under Under 44. Denver. All right. Are you done?
That's it?
No.
Oh.
All right, Zach, lock of the week of the century.
Lock of the week of the century.
Which is 1-4 now because Green Bay -1.5 first half.
Sharp as fuck. Baltimore team total under 26.5. I think that if Baltimore's going to win this game, it's going to be low scoring. If it goes to high points, I think that Justin Herbert takes this one. So I got to hope for low scoring. Baltimore wins 24-17.
Okay. Tease and thank you, which is 5-0. All right, this is again the same thing as last week, where it's ironically with the same team. Last week it was Minnesota, that was -7. I teased to -0.5, and then they jumped up to -10. This is same with Minnesota. I bet them up to +8 when they were +1. Same with the Chargers.
I'm not even
+10.
going to write this down.
Not gonna write this down.
It's useless.
And Arizona +9.5. You can just change the lines like you did with Carolina. Minnesota, Chargers, Cardinals. Tease and thank
Minnesota
you.
Lions, Chargers.
Bad week.
Cardinals?
Shelby, I wish you were as funny in real life as you are in your own head.
Thank you, Zach. God, I just needed that. And I need some.
Hate on Shelby.
Yeah, I need. When's the Scotty's turn?
Must be a day that ends in Y.
Somebody's got to stick up for the little guys.
You got Minnesota, Detroit, and
Is that our
Arizona.
show? Minnesota, LA Chargers, Cardinals.
Oh. You don't like Detroit +10?
No, I do.
You should put maybe a 4-teamer.
That I already put it in the book.
Oh well,
You could take another one.
You could do another one.
I like Detroit a lot, up to 10.
Yep. You could do another
Yeah.
When
one.
was the last time the Bengals beat somebody by more than 10?
Week 2 against Pittsburgh.
and
Week 3,
I
sorry.
come right back and I jerk you off. Come on.
Is that our show?
That's
I
our
hope
show.
not.
Okay. See you guys.
Here we go. There's a little place where the sun sleeps late and pulls himself a shot of tequila. It's a little place called Pleasure Island. That's where I'd like to feel ya. It's easy to find just beyond the last wave, where the dolphins and whales are up mating. Sail all day and all night and then take a hard ride. That's where I'll be awaiting. Pleasure Island, island of pleasure. No need to stop and think. Pleasure Island, a beautiful treasure. Come on down and have a drink.